What's good, YouTube? Chokebuckle here, bringing you another Blitz mode video. This one is actually our third match of the day. I was going to do our second, but the second match was a rematch with the Pink Teddy team. So I felt to keep things moving along, we will use match 3, which I believe is against Legit Vocals team. And then we will go over what the very first video was in the next one with the no audio, but we'll bring it back. And then the second match that should have been now but isn't, we're going to look at live on stream and we'll do an analysis there. That way there's a bit of content that we can go over together that hasn't been uploaded to here. It makes sense in my head. I hope it makes sense in your head. Let's get into it. So, first things first, let's drop the audio. We're playing? Is it playing? Why is it not playing? So as said in the last video, I decided to change up against Ninja because it wasn't working for me. I've gone to the old Faithful Dragoon. Yet again, I've been blessed with bio, so that is positive. Cure? I just don't think Cure is viable. I said that in the previous one. It costs too much. When you've got 3 MP and you can potentially be getting absolutely roasted, one cure is not going to make the world of difference, guys. Not going to make the world of difference at all. I believe Legit's team had Natsume and less than Ghosh. Yeah, Natsume and Ghosh. We have Ghosh there as the monk, and we had Natsume as the Shiva skin. Yeah, Dragoon having bio was a big positive for me, and a machine gun. It wasn't my combat mod, but it was a machine gun. Something I could at least spray bullets with and hopefully hit someone. I actually don't remember what I picked here. I think I went Thunder. Yeah. Because this was around the time... It was towards the end of our second match, I believe, where I was like, damn, Thunder is very, very viable here. And so I'm like, I'm going to test it. Well, it does the job. It does the job very well. It's area effect. That's what helps. When you're in a tight little area, it takes up a big chunk, and that is what we want to see. All right. This is honestly my favorite match of the day as well. It was just an absolute slogfest. It came down to the wire. As I spoke about in the end of the last video, I kind of felt like the way it determines the winner to be a bit underwhelming, but if that's the mode, that's the mode. It just means we got to play harder on the next one. So as you can see, there's thunders and bios being thrown absolutely everywhere. It is absolute chaos. And there were many, many deaths in this one. All right. That was an awful shot, actually. See, when I'm in the heat of the moment, I was just going with the motions. I was throwing fire in that left, right, and center. I was shooting where I could. I was... Honestly, this match was a hell of a lot of melee, trying to keep myself alive. Rewatching the footage, for someone who's always been, like, stoked of the way they launch bio... I haven't done it justice today. Yeah, I don't know what my thoughts are on that. My aim is horrendous. Yeah, gravity's everywhere. Gravity is so cheap. Like, not cheap to use. Well, it kind of is, but it isn't. I was so proud on that moment when I finally took down Legit. I'm like, I got him. I was stoked for that, but then, yeah. To be fair, he slaughters me a few times in this. Yeah, but at 1 MP cost, how many gravities you can just put in? I think one of our, might be this match, might be the last match. There was like 5 gravities, 3 thunder, and that on the, and shit ton of bio all over the place at one stage. And we're just like, what? Yeah, craziness. It was absolute craziness, guys. Right, Natsu was really, really good with bio. It was definitely a lot more accurate than I was today. And yes, there'll be footage. I made the silly mistake of not clicking in my head that I was poisoned. I just saw my health dropping and I used potion. Silly mistakes were made, okay? Mistakes I've got to live with. Like you see, like the capture. Just... it's looking good, but just not enough time. Was not enough time in this one. Ooh. Excuse me. All right. Let's get back up there. It's quite a lot more distance getting to the second capture location as well. But the promising thing with this Blitz mode is it's a different style gameplay as well. So who's to say we're not going to get different Blitz maps in the future? Like, I can't think of the top of my head where exactly we could use, but like, it could even be a marker reactor. Why not? Why not have a fight inside a marker reactor? It's... the possibilities are endless, okay? Don't be fooled by some of those teleporters as well. Some of them get you closer, it's great. Very handy. Some of them you hit and it's like over there and you're like, but I wanted to go that way. But no, you're down there and it's like, So yes, not all teleporters are your friends. That pole. That pole. That bio would have just straight in the center of the field if it just didn't kiss the little end of it. So man, like, we didn't capture it within the time, but it was swayed more in our favor. Like, we had more captured than they had defended. And that's what I find a little hard to grasp, especially when it's a best of 3 thing. So if we got to the round 3, whoever's defending essentially just has to hold on, even by a smidge, to maintain the win. I don't know. Kind of feel like first floor wins, and like even the bar, say it's a percentage, needs to be counted. So say on our defensive run, they only got to 60%, but on our defensive run, they got to 70%. They'd be like, right, 70 beats 60. They had more territory. That's how they can distribute the win if there is no actual capture winner. Instead of just being like, well, you didn't take it. You were close, but you didn't. Like, I don't know. Am I odd in thinking that? Like, do you guys agree? Like, should you need to 100% capture to get the win? Otherwise, really, it does give the defensive side that edge. Like, oh, am I looking at this wrong? Like, I don't know. I just don't know. Like right there, if that was to end, there was more blue than red, right? You can see that. They should give points to blue. If there was more red, red should get points because they dominated that territory more. I just feel that'd be a better way to tally it than going, eh. But that's, honestly, that was probably my biggest disappointment in terms of this mode. Obviously, there's things that tweak. Like, I think MP cost needs to be looked at. Because, yeah, fuel's not viable. At a cost of 3, you're not going to use it. Like, you see how fast you're getting hit. There's stuff going on absolutely everywhere. If you get 3v1, like, look, Cure did nothing. I tried it there. I just... It delayed the inevitable. I feel like I would have been quicker taking one extra hit, respawning new potions, full MP, and then just jumping back into the fight. So... Actually, that's one thing I didn't test. I didn't test spearing down on them. And that would be, and honestly, that might be handy in the first one, like getting airborne, hovering around a minute, you see them, ooh, skewer them. But honestly, for a class like Dragoon, where a lot of people were with its melee, I think it comes to shine in this mode with not where to run, like not much space to run. I found I was getting the combo off and being successful with it a little bit more than you would say in the actual Royale mode. So you got him in the corner, whack, 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 and slam. You got him. You got him in a really bad position. So, Dragoon guys, don't sleep on it in this mode. Obviously, Warrior and Monk, they're going to be broken. It's tight quarters. It's very melee dominated, as you see. You chuck materia melee. There's not much going on in terms of guns. But yeah, Dragoon melee, it holds up pretty good here. Ranger, honestly, is my biggest worry. I want to test it, but in a very melee dominated game, I'm not quite sure how that poor class is going to go. Now, if it gets buffed, and even if they just buff it for this mode, there could be a different ball game. But in the current state, just not feeling it, guys, you know. Sorcerer could be good. Sorcerer, if they gave Sorc fire, I'm not sure if they did. Actually, I think they might have. Sorry, I take that back. I think they did. In a match, I feel like... maybe the last match, there was someone who had Sorcerer. I don't know. I gotta get... it's almost like watching it for a first time with you guys, because it was very chaotic. I wasn't really taking in too much of what's happening, so this is like my re-experiencing it all with you guys too. So, but more I'm thinking about, I swear I saw the triple fireball. That's gonna be, that is gonna be helpful. Very, very helpful. And I don't remember which match it was in, but there was a few people fighting, and they hadn't noticed me. So I sort of stood right in the corner. My feet were inside the square. We were keeping it blue because we had someone in there. And I'm just standing still. They couldn't see me. It was only when someone was running away, they were like, hey, he's behind the wall. Like, I was pretty much sitting there as an anchor to be like, all right, it's ticking over. It's ticking over. We're doing good. We're getting there. See, like, we're about to end this round now. We're going to get the win. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's one apiece. But you could see there was a big power shift in how much they were defending to us. So in a third round where it was unfinished, that's where I think the tally of how much collective defense or attack you've had should be tallied. The most lethal team should get the win, not... yeah. You're going to hear me whinge about that a lot, I reckon. Like I said, I'm a little bit salty. Like, it just felt like a really low sort of a way to win. But going into round 3, I'm not gonna lie, we were feeling pretty confident in round 3. Even though we lost the first part, we were talking to each other, like, we kind of felt like dominance-wise, we won that round. The way we pushed and held, we didn't capture it in the end, but we felt we were all over them. Then when we kept them locked out on the second round, we went into this one so confident. It's one word I want. Always watch your back, and you got to pay close attention to surroundings, especially with gravity. You're not going to have a good... Honestly, with gravity how it is now, it's made it a bit easier. If we had like the old gravity where you were like... Whoa, that would be horrendous. Like, oh, you would not be having a good time at all. Like, if you look there, we're like the capture. We're coming in hard. I don't know why I kept hitting those jump pads as well. Captured, let's go. Next location. I don't know why I stood there for a minute. I don't know what I was doing there. I think it was around this stage, I'm like, whoa, Ghost wants me. So I take the scenic route. I'm just trying to... I kind of feel like toying with him, because if the monk's not down there, they're going to have a bit more of a better time. See, look how much Thunder takes up inside that area to capture. Like, if you're a couple of years ago in Thunder and just boom, 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 you know what I mean? Especially if you're like close, you die, should come back, drop another one, and just keep that cycle rotating. Thunder, okay. I said in the last video, I've said it a couple times here again, guys. Mark my words. Thunder, biogravity. While this event is running, they are the things to watch out for. Thunder did me dirty there. I don't know what happened. I obviously misclicked something because I didn't bring the third materia in, and I was meant to bring Thunder. So I did stuff up, and I wonder if I had a Thunder that I could have been dropping the whole time, if that would have changed the tide of things, but you just don't know. Oh, missed on that one. Damn. Actually, maybe we don't get as close on the capture as I thought. I remembered being a hell of a lot closer. But the capture is pretty low at the minute, so... I don't know. I don't know, guys. I know it goes to overtime. But yeah, as I say, you can see this match was an absolute slugfest. I loved every second of it. This is my like highlight match of the day. We obviously didn't take home the win, but what can you do? Just how hard, how fast. It was, yeah, it was brilliant. Okay, we weren't anywhere near as close as I thought we were. So I retract the previous statement in the first video. I thought we were a lot closer. But all those matches sort of tied into one, so maybe I was thinking of another match, and that's why I was querying it. But again, we're gonna wrap that video up there, guys. Appreciate you all watching these. I'm loving seeing the comments and seeing what your thoughts are on them, so keep them up. the question of this one, what do you reckon? Should we have gotten the win? I kind of feel like we were the more dominant team in that one. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video in any way, shape, or form, hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave that comment. Like, you know, it helps the channel. And I'll love you forever for it. Till next time, see you on the battlefield. Catch.